Oh, there she is. Welcome in, everybody, to the final game of the Squirt A season, the District 3 championship game. The energy in the building is palpable. The building is buzzing as we have Omega Squirt A White, the number 4 seed in District 3, taking on the Minneapolis Storm. They are the number 3 seed in the district. These two teams split their regular season play. Omega won 4-1 on January 29th. Minneapolis beat Omega 2-1 in February. Regular season records in the district, Minneapolis and Omega had matching 7-6-1 records. Minneapolis got the edge in seeding based on a second tiebreaker of goal differential. They each had 12 fair play points, which is the first tiebreaker. Minneapolis had a goal differential of +9 on the season, and Omega had a goal differential of -10 on the season. That means Minneapolis is the home team wearing their light colored jerseys. Omega is the visiting team wearing their dark colored jerseys. But I will say we significantly outnumber them in fans by a good 3 or 4 to 1. Omega has turned out to give the boys some energy tonight. And that'll be our job as well up here, bringing the energy to this very exciting game. A little bit of District 3 championship history for you. Omega has won 9 of the last 10 District 3 championships, with the lone exception coming when Wayzata Blue won in the 2017-2018 season over the Omega Crimson 1-0. Last year in district championship play, Omega Crimson beat Wayzata Blue 5-3. My son Blake was on that team. We were in this same building for that game. With that exception, the remainder of our team have not played in a district championship game. This is a great experience for the boys, especially for our second-year Squirts, who we'll be honoring tonight as they play their final game as a Squirt. We have 10 second-year Squirts tonight. Brennan Tapany, Micah Roysum, Dalton Klein, Blake Perdue, Levi Bloomquist, Charlie Line, Keegan Applewick, Zach Titus, Patricio Gardner, and Oliver Noble. Getting to play their final game of Squirt hockey in a championship game. We'll be giving you some fun facts about their stats in their season as we go through the night. Seconds left in warm-up, so we will get this party started. One last lap for the boys. Let's go! Brennan Tapany brings it home into the circle. Go! Woo! Bloopy, 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 bloopy! Richard! Woo! Peace! Pre-game introductions are done. Let's Play Hockey has been called. Both teams go to the bench for final words from their coaches. Coach Tapp's giving the boys some energy, some fire. We have our usual coaches on the bench. Head coach Braden Tappany. Chris Durkheising manning the doors for the forwards. Aaron Opatz with the defenseman, Dave Klausner. And here we go. We are playing hockey. Omega wins the opening draw. That was Roysum. Purdue carries in. He sends it to center off of a Minneapolis skater. Off of Bloomquist. Bloomquist now tries to get it up to Roysum. Roysum gets it back in deep. Now Purdue goes down on the forecheck. Tappany pinches in. Holds the zone. Minneapolis skater falls down in the corner. Purdue takes the puck. Banks it off the boards up to Gardner. Gardner sends it back in deep. It goes around. And Bloomquist holds. Purdue makes a move. He shoots low, and that gets saved down to the boards. Behind the goal. Now Tappany with a low shot. That gets deflected. It's loose. Bloomquist with the opportunity. Another shot. That gets saved. Omega bringing the pressure in the opening shift. Now Gardner sends it in. And this is the target, and the Storm go the other way. Louis Lego, number 9, for Minneapolis, carries it in. I'm told he's their best player. That's based on some scouting from Brennan Tappany, who plays with him in summer hockey at Dusty Tukes. And now Minneapolis getting their opportunity in the Omega zone. Tappany sends it around the boards to Klausner. Klausner up ahead. Hops up in the air. Tries to take it away, loses his stick, kicking at the puck. And it goes back into the Omega zone where Opatz will come around behind the goal and pick it up. He tries to skate it out. He does skate it out. He moves it through neutral ice. He gains the zone. He gets to center. He shoots, and that goes high and over the goal. Storm are able to successfully break it out. Puck goes into the Omega zone. Opatz sends it up to the Storm. He blocks a shot, and it's cleared out. Now Titus Harassing Lego on the forecheck. Puck comes out to neutral ice. Titus tried to grab it, couldn't. Storm come in. Shot and a glove save by Noble. First shot on goal for the Storm, coming 2 minutes and 38 seconds into the first period. Noble flashes the leather, collects it. We have a stoppage. Storm win the draw, up to the blue line. Shot, it gets deflected down on the ice. Tapany clears it out. Now Tapany behind his own goal, sends it over to Titus. Titus moves it up to Klein along the boards. He's unable to exit the zone. Storm pick it up at the blue line, send a low shot, and it was loose for a moment. Bosman cleared it out and was able to get it out to neutral ice. Storm will regroup and send it back in, but they were on the wrong side of the red line. That'll be icing. 8:51 to go in period number one. Both teams with pressure in the offensive end. Both teams getting shots. Couple of saves. Purdue taking the draw on the offensive zone. The right-handed player, he takes it on the right dot. Now Bloomquist gets it to Purdue. He's patient, he tries to get it back to Bloomquist. That goes through, and now it's along the boards. Roysum takes it away and sends it up to Gardner at the point. Gardner sends it back down low to Purdue. Purdue to Roysum, and he tried to one touch to Bloomquist, but out of his reach, and it goes back out to neutral ice. Now Purdue sends it in deep. Roysum blocks the Minneapolis pass. Now it goes to Opats. Opats making a move, trying to get a shot off. Deflected wide. Purdue takes it below the goal. Sends it up to Gardner. Gardner banks it down low. Storm take it there and send it up. Opats unable to hold. It goes out to neutral ice. Gardner picks it up, sends it to Opats. Opats moves it up to Purdue. Purdue gains the zone, sends it into Durkheising. Not able to handle that pass. He's in his skates. And the Storm go back the other way. Louis Lego gains the zone. He gets stopped. And now it's loose. It's loose in front of the net. It goes just wide. Just wide, and now Durkheising's going to the box. He's called for a body check. I don't know about that. He made contact with the Minneapolis skater, and he went down. Looked like a case of the Minneapolis skater being a little soft on his feet, going down easy, but Durkheising goes to the box for 60 seconds. Omega needs to kill a penalty. They have Getz on the ice. Minneapolis skater loses his stick. Klosner's on the ice, lined, and Tapany. Line gets the puck out to neutral ice. Storm sent it back in, offside. 6:58 to go in period number one. 24 seconds into the penalty kill. 36 seconds to go. Bloomquist takes the ice. Tapany tries to clear it out, but he sent it right into Klosner, and it bounced back in to the Omega zone. Now it's down along the near wall with Klosner battling for it. Storm come out with it. Shoot! Noble tracks it. Gloves it, and we have a whistle. "17 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. Purdue comes out, wins the draw, tries to send it ahead. Grabbed by Bloomquist. Bloomquist carries it through into the Minneapolis zone. He centers it. And it's stopped by the pad of the goaltender. Minneapolis. Oh no, Gardner turned it over. It goes down to the corner. Gardner gets it back, sends it out. Storm are able to hold the zone. And it goes down below the Omega goal. Opats going to battle for it in the corner. Both skaters go to the ice. Gardner sends it around towards Bloomquist. Storm are able to hold. Gardner sends it out to neutral ice, but it goes right to the defenseman of the Storm. Goes to Lego. He comes back in. He shoots wide to the left. Now around to the far wall where Bloomquist picks it up. He sends it up ahead. He has Royston. Oh, and he wasn't able to handle the pass. Could have had a rush going the other way. Now Lego tries to make a move. He gets taken down in the slot. Now it goes to Purdue. He's not able to handle the breakout pass, and it goes down to Bosman. Bosman skates it through, but not able to get it deep. Bosman tried to get it through the O-zone, but now it's all tied up where the Storm are able to take it out and go the other way. Bosman takes his man out wide. Good defensive play. Titus out to Applewick. He's able to get it to neutral ice. Now Applewick had a potential breakaway opportunity, but couldn't quite get the engine started. Titus now takes it away. He tries to get it in deep. Couldn't get it all the way down. Now it comes back out to neutral ice. Storm now going back the other way. They gain the Omega zone, but it was a 1-on-5 situation with all the other Storm skaters at neutral ice. So Getz takes it away, and he goes back in. He brings it into the zone. Durkheising tried to get it to him. Storm take it away and go the other way. 4 minutes to go in the first period. Storm gain the zone. Shoot! And it goes over Noble, and it goes over the goal. Now Getz gets it out to neutral ice. Durkheising past Klausner. Klausner able to get it deep. Durkheising gets down there to retrieve the puck. Now they end up tight in spacing. Goes to Tapany. Tapany with a low shot into the skates of Minneapolis. They're able to clear it out. And the Storm go the other way. Gaining the Omega zone. Gardner trying to get a hold of it. He gets it to Purdue. Purdue over to Durkheising. Durkheising to Klausner. Klausner at the end of a long shift. He gets towards center. He has Purdue there. Shoots through. Pad save by Minneapolis. Now Tapany sends it back. Royston harassing the Minneapolis skater. Back and forth through neutral ice, and it goes in offsides. And that'll be our first stoppage in a little while. A chance to catch our breath with 2:53 to go in period number 1. Royston taking the draw. Storm win it. Bloomquist takes it away, gets it in deep. Purdue goes in on the forecheck. Comes around to the near boards. Minneapolis is able to get it out to neutral ice. Bosman picks it up there and chips it back ahead, but right to the Storm. Bloomquist takes it away at the blue line. He has Royston with him. He tries to center it, and it goes behind the goal. Royston goes down there and hits the ice. Bloomquist turns, shoots. That is blocked. Purdue centers it through, but nobody's there. And it goes out to where the Storm can clear it and now gain the Omega zone. Lined. Takes it in his own territory. Gets it around to Bloomquist. Bloomquist up ahead. Gets it out to center ice. Now Purdue at the end of a long shift goes off for a change. Lego gains his own, shoots, and saved by Noble. Big save by Ali. .141 to go in the first period. Off the draw, the puck goes high in the air, gets settled down. Titus backhands it out to neutral ice. Storm are able to gain the zone. They shoot, and it's saved by Noble. The rebound goes out where Opats tries to clear, but goes right back to the Storm, and their shot goes wide and down to the near wall. Titus tries to clear. That goes right to the Storm, and they shoot again, wide left. Applewick takes it along the wall and is able to clear. All of our forwards overskate the puck, and Minneapolis sends it right back in, but that's offsides. 1 minute to go in period number 1, and Omega gets a change. Durkheising taking the draw for Omega. Gets the left wing, Klausner the right. Bosman goes D to Tapany. Tapany sends it up to Klausner. Durkheising along the near wall down to the corner in the Minneapolis zone. Tied up along the boards. 40 seconds to go in the period. Storm are able to exit, get out to neutral ice. Bosman sends it back in. Gets in on the forecheck, but the Storm are able to break it out. They come back through neutral ice. They gain the Omega zone. Tapany with a good stick takes it away, and Minneapolis will come down for an O-zone draw after Omega ices the puck. 17.7 to go in a scoreless first period. Tapany takes it off the draw, kicks it ahead to Klausner. Klausner gains the Minneapolis zone with 9 seconds to go. He gets it out to Bosman. Bosman to the slot. He shoots, and it's saved. And that will do it for period number 1. Crowd cheers. We'll have shots in just a moment. First period shots, Omega 6, Minneapolis 5. Yeah, no penalties, no goals, just some fast-paced and hard-fought hockey. Yeah, not a lot of whistles. So we mentioned we'll talk about our second years today who are playing their final game. Brennan Tapany is our first one up. Final game is a squirt. He was an all-around player for Omega White, playing every position, multiple games. Played a lot of center, a lot of defense. He is third on the team in blocked shots with 31 blocked shots. He leads the team, or tied for the team lead in face-off winning percentage. He also leads the team in penalty minutes. He's an aggressive player. Micah Roysum, who's on the dot, also playing in his final squirt game. He leads the team with 270 face-off wins. And tied with Brennan for the team lead in face-off win percentage at a 55% win rate. Omega does win the draw. Roysum sends it in deep as we get the second period underway. Storm break it out and go back the other way. They drive, they shoot, and that goes wide. Purdue takes the puck away. Looking for Bloomquist, right on the tape of Bloomquist. He has Roysum with him. He gets hooked. He's drawing the game's first penalty. Levi Bloomquist. Minneapolis will go to the box for 60 seconds for hooking. believe we may have incorrectly said there were no penalties in the first. Durkheising did have one. This will be Omegha's first opportunity on the power play. 34 seconds into the second period. Roysum wins the draw over to the Voyage Healthcare sign. Storm are able to take it away and send it up towards the blue line. Gardner's able to hold. Now Bloomquist backhands it towards the net. It goes wide to the right and down towards the boards. Now Bloomquist takes it away down behind the goal. He's trying to center it to Roysum, but that was intercepted by the Storm. Now it goes up to Opatz. Opatz shoots it right into Roysum, and the Storm are able to take that away and clear the zone. Going back the other way, 2-on-2. Opatz goes right through Lego. That was great. That's exactly how you coach it. Did not want to see a hand go up on that one. Now a low shot by the Storm. That does not get through. Opatz banks it out to Purdue. Purdue has Bloomquist with him. He finds him. But Bloomquist couldn't quite handle it cleanly, and it ends up out wide. Penalty is expired. Storm back at full strength. And Line sends it in. Offsides. Charlie Line on the ice is one of our second-year squirts today. He led the team this year with an astounding 66 blocked shots. He was also third on the team in shot attempts with 76. As Durkheising takes it around behind the Omegha goal and tries to break it out. Storm hold the zone for a moment. Lined. Sends it ahead, and it goes past Klausner. He did not see it. That'll be icing. We'll go back down for a D-zone draw with 9:46 to go in the second. Line did come a close second in penalty minutes as well with 14. There's a blocked shot that does not get through by Minneapolis off of the draw. Now they send it in. Line goes down to retrieve. And Klausner's on the ice. I didn't see what happened there, but he got hit. Oh, and a save by Noble. There was a hard shot and a fast glove. Oliver Noble, also one of our second-year squirts, playing in his final game. He has been playing his best hockey of the season this week, and a big, big part of why Omegha is in this game. Minneapolis gains the Omegha zone. They get tied up. The puck is sitting loose, and Noble covers it. Defensive back pressure from Line. In 40 games played this season, not including today, Noble made 692 saves. Off the draw. Line comes out with it. Line goes sideways at the blue line, and that puts Applewick offsides. 9:01 to go in the second. Keegan Applewick, another of our second years, they go off. We'll talk about him next time he's on the ice. Storm going through neutral ice. Briefly gain the zone, but Bloomquist takes it away. Bloomquist making a move to drive wide into the Minneapolis zone. He was trying to hit Purdue in the slot, but that was intercepted. Now Roysum. Roysum with a shot and a blocker save by Minneapolis. Now Roysum and Bloomquist battling for it along the boards. The Storm come out with it. Roysum on the back check. Creates pressure. Now a shot and a blocker saved by Noble. Tapany makes a move and gets it out towards Bloomquist. Bloomquist tried to get going, but couldn't gain the zone. Now Lego comes back the other way. He sends it into center. Now a shot. It got deflected and went wide. Now a centering attempt by Minneapolis is taken away by Line. Line chips it ahead. Bloomquist tried to get over to Purdue. That was intercepted. Minneapolis gains the Omega zone. Line applying pressure. Now Purdue trying to create a loose puck. Minneapolis does get it back down in deep. They center, and that shot goes wide to the right. Now puck goes back up high. Durkheising takes it away. He's able to gain the Minneapolis zone. Now the puck goes all the way around to the far wall. Line takes it there. He sends a shot, and that is saved. That comes down to the near corner where Durkheising is fighting for it. Glosner now on the ice. He takes a tumble. Minneapolis is able to break it out. They go to center, and they score. Minneapolis strikes first with 6:41 to go in the second period, taking a 1-0 lead. And that was Louis Lego who scored the goal for Minneapolis. Getz was in well offsides there. And Omega will change with 6:10 to go in the second. We said we'd talk about Keegan Applewick when he came back to the ice. In his first year as an A squirt, second year as a squirt overall, he was third on the team in goals with 15 goals scored this season. He was also third on the team in points with 21 points on the season. He did lead the team in scoring percentage. He scored on 25% of his shot attempts. There's a save by Noble. Goes over to the wall. Titus and Klein trying to get it out. They're not able to. There's a shot. There's a save by Noble. Bosman trying to break it out. Finally gets it out to neutral ice. Takes off some of the pressure. Storm were getting shot attempts. And now they're in well offsides. With 5:14 to go in the second. Also point out that Keegan was fourth fewest on the team in penalty minutes with only 7 penalty minutes on the season. Roysum back out. Take the draw. He chips it out to neutral ice. He comes through the neutral zone. He briefly gains the Minneapolis zone before it gets sent back out. Now Gardner sends it ahead. Gets it in. Roysum giving chase. Minneapolis is able to get it out to neutral ice. Gardner takes it there into his own zone. Sends a backhand pass up to Purdue. His pass gets blocked and goes all the way back into the Omega zone. Gardner now gets it out to Bloomquist. Bloomquist ahead to Roysum. couldn't quite handle that pass cleanly. Now they're battling for it down on the wall. It does come out to neutral ice, and not sure what the whistle is there because it looked like they blew it as the puck came out of the zone. .420 to go in period number 2. Omega down 1-0. They change. It's worth noting that Omega was trailing in each of their 2 playoff games this week. In the game Sunday, there's a shot that goes wide to the left. In their game Sunday against Orono, they were down 2-0 with 7.5 minutes in the game and rallied to win the game in overtime. There's a wraparound attempt that's stuffed by Noble. He got the pad on the post. Now a battle for the puck. Minneapolis comes out with it, they score. We had 2 skaters tied up on the puck battle in the corner. Minneapolis came out with it cleanly and were able to get to the slot and beat Noble high on the blocker side. 3:44 to go. Minneapolis is ahead 2-0. Now Titus wins the draw to Klein. Klein overskates it and Minneapolis exits the zone. Good takeaway by Gardner. Gardner moves it ahead to Titus. Titus going wide to the circle. He drops a pass and there's nobody there and Minneapolis goes the other way. And the Storm gain the Omega zone now. Down behind the goal. Gardner back. What is the call there? The puck was backhanded into the crease. And maybe a hand pass as it comes out to neutral ice. 3:03 to go in period number 2. Royce and Bloomquist and Purdue on the ice along with Opats in line. Be a good time for this line to heat up. They've scored the majority of our goals all season. We need them to get going. Bloomquist goes after it down the ice. Levi Bloomquist played a lot of defensemen this season. He ended up second on the team in goals, second on the team in assists, second on the team in points. Minneapolis takes it away. They shoot. Pad save by Noble. Levi was also second on the team in shot attempts with 98. He had 31 points on the season. He tries to get it out to neutral ice, but the Storm take it back and shoot. Opats takes it away. He tries to get it out. Sorry if the camera's angle's bad there. Now it goes all the way down, icing with 2 minutes, 1:59 to go in the second period. Levi also led the team in penalty minutes in a good way with only 2 on the season. Omega changes, gets off the draw, carries it out. Carries it through neutral ice. He has Klausner with him. He slides it to Klausner. Klausner with a shot. It's still loose. Centered again. Omega unable to capitalize on a golden opportunity on the rush. Now a Storm go the other way. And Klausner ties up the Minneapolis shooter. They're unable to get one off. And I think the Minneapolis bench was calling for a hook, but no call. Now Bosman banks it off behind the Omega net. And now they're looking for another hook from Klausner. This time they're going to get it. And there's a shot. And now it's loose in front of the crease, and they blow it dead. That's fortunate for us that they blew that puck dead. 1:06 to go in the second period, and now Omega will have to kill a penalty for the majority of the rest of the second period. Klosner to the box for hooking. Tricio Gardner, a.k.a. Patty, along with Eli Opatz, Bloomquist, and Purdue out to kill the penalty. Gardner sends it around the wall. Purdue takes it there and tries to get it out, but Minneapolis holds the zone. And Minneapolis sends an errant pass that comes out. Bloomquist is able to take it away. Bloomquist, he's got Purdue trailing. Unable to get enough on the shot to create a big rebound, and now Minneapolis going back the other way with numbers. They have a 4-on-2 rush. They try to move the puck, but they move it wide. Bloomquist tried to chip it out, but couldn't get much on it. And now Minneapolis holds the zone. Now Gardner takes it away. Gardner sends it up past Purdue. Purdue gets it in deep. 10 seconds to go on the penalty, 15 seconds to go in the period. Klein takes the ice along with Applewick. Applewick tying up the Minneapolis skater, tried to take it away. Omega is back at full strength. And that will do it for period number 2. Minneapolis was able to strike 2 times in period number 2. Omega still looking for our first goal. Minneapolis outshot Omega 10-5 in the second period, bringing the 2-period total to 15-11 in favor of Minneapolis. So far through 2 periods, Omega has gone to the box 2 times, where Minneapolis has gone 1. And we're about to get period number 3 underway. We need some offense. We start with the line of Titus, Klein, and Applewick, along with Line and Bosman. Klein and Titus are also a couple of our second-year squirts. Puck going back and forth through neutral ice. Goes into the Omega zone, where Bosman sends it back out. Zach Titus was 3rd on the team in face-off wins this season. He won 93 draws. He also had the 3rd fewest penalty minutes on the team, with 4 penalty minutes. Puck goes into the Omega zone. And that's going to be a penalty. Tripping is the call. And that will send Omega to the power play. It's time to get some offense on the board, and who better to do that than Blake Purdue? Yes, he's my son, but I will brag a little bit. He led the team with 23 goals this season and 17 assists, a team leading 40 points. He had a team leading plus minus of 16, and a shot by Line that was saved. And he led the team with 121 shot attempts. Now he has the puck. He gets it to him. Oh, he had Bloomquist and just missed him in the slot with that pass. Now the puck goes down. They go past Tapany, and Minneapolis gets out to neutral ice, but Bloomquist takes it away, and he sends it towards Royson, who fell down. Minneapolis takes that. Now Purdue takes it. tried to gain the zone. Crowd wants a hook on Purdue. They're not going to get it. And offsides will be called on Purdue. 14 seconds left on the power play, and Omega will change. Puck goes over to Gardner. Gardner up to Getz. Tricio Gardner was 4th on the team with 16 blocked shots this season. Minneapolis back to full strength as Klausner dumps the puck into the zone and Dirkhuizing goes down to retrieve. Dirkhuizing sends it behind the Minneapolis goal. Getz not quite able to get there in time, and Minneapolis gets it out. Klausner sends it in. That was deflected. There will be no icing. And Minneapolis sends it into the Omega zone where Opats goes down to retrieve it. They're able to take it away briefly, but Klausner is able to bank it out to neutral ice. Storm regroup and coming off sides. They didn't catch that. And now a shot. It's loose. Noble's on it. They blow it dead. If that had gone in the net, we would have wanted a video review for a missed offsides. We're fortunate that it didn't. 9:04 to go in period number 3. And Titus off the draw sends it around. Storm hold. Klein tries to clear it out. And they're going to say it went out and back in, I believe. Offsides. 8:53 to go. We need to get something going here, boys. Klein takes the puck off the draw. Lost it and then went down. Storm gained the Omega zone, driving wide, centering, and they whiffed. They missed the shot attempt. They had an open cage. Now Klein tries to hit Applewick, but he was well covered. Titus has it taken away by Minneapolis. Minneapolis gains the zone. Shot blocked by Bosman. Line sends it to Bosman, who sends it to Roysum. Roysum on the ice. He has Klein up ahead of him. Bloomquist takes it. He gains the zone. Sends it in. 8 minutes to go. Omega needs to score. We were down 2-0 on Sunday with 7.5 to go and rallied. We're going to need a similar miracle. Here's Purdue with a shot and a pad save. The puck sat loose in the crease. There's another shot by Tapani that doesn't get through. Royston creates a loose puck. Purdue fires a shot. He had Bloomquist in the slot. He chose to shoot it from a sharp angle. Wasn't able to get that through. Now Royston takes it away. He gets it down to Purdue. Purdue tried to center it to Bloomquist. That went through and up to Tapani. Tapani skates it down. He had Purdue, but couldn't get it to him. Now, another opportunity, but taken away, and it goes down to the corner. Now goes down behind the goal. Dirkhuizing off the bench. He comes in, making moves, skating around. Backhand. Oh, and Purdue centered for Bloomquist, but it went right by him. And Storm are able to exit. Puck cleared out. Bloomquist and Purdue will change. Klausner and Getz will take the ice. Lego gains the zone for the Storm. Storm have it taken away by Tapani. Tapani looking ahead, trying to hit Klausner. He does hit Klausner. Klausner skating it through. He has Getz with him driving center. Klausner loses an edge and goes down. He's still battling for it from the ice. Durkheising pummeled his man into the boards. Lucky he wasn't called for a check. Now Storm able to gain the Omega zone. And a save by Noble. That's a big one. We could not afford to give up one more with 6:03 to go. Time's running out for Omega to get on the board. We can't give up any more goals. Roysum off the draw. He gains speed. He gets it to Purdue. Purdue tried to make a move but had it taken away. He sends it all the way around to Bloomquist in the far corner. Bloomquist gets it up to the blue line to Opats, who sends it back down. Roysum takes it there. Gets it to Purdue. Purdue finds Bloomquist. Oh, and he couldn't handle the pass in the high slot. Now lined. Shoots! And it's gloved by the goaltender of Minneapolis. I did watch our Omega Crimson team play the same Minneapolis team, and shooting on him is tough. He's a big goaltender with a good glove, but if you can get him moving side to side, you might get some openings on the back door. That's what the Crimson were able to do in their game against this team. Let's see if we can get some of that going. 5:15 to go. Line trying to hold. He goes down. Durkheising was going for the puck, and a Minneapolis skater fell over. I think the Minneapolis folks wanted a penalty call. They won't get one. 4:55 to go. Durkheising, Klausner, and gets on the ice along with Tapany and Bosman. Bosman had it off the draw. Minneapolis took it away, and now it goes center. Durkheising picks it up. Omega with numbers. They have 3-on-2. And a shot that is calmly sent to the corner by the blocker of the Minneapolis goaltender. Now Durkheising rides the Minneapolis skater to the ice, and that is an easy call. That's a penalty we can't afford to take in this moment. .425 to go, and now we need to kill 60 seconds of it. Minneapolis will use, Omega will use their timeout, I believe. Yep. Omega uses their one timeout to regroup. To reset for anybody that might be joining late, we're in the District 3 Championship game, Omega versus Minneapolis, and there was a scoreless first period. Minneapolis scored twice in the second period. They lead 2-0. Omega's still trying to solve the Minneapolis goaltender. P-E-Y-E-R. I'm guessing that's Pyre. We need to get him moving side to side, get him moving laterally, find some opportunities on the back door. And we're going to have to do it shorthanded. And we're ready to get back to action with Bloomquist, who carries it into Minneapolis zone. He tries the center, not able to. He was outnumbered. Omega skaters hanging back, not wanting to give up an odd man rush the other way, shorthanded. Bloomquist sends it down to the near boards. Minneapolis sends it all the way down. They ice the puck while on the power play. We'll take that. Omega running some short shifts for a couple of the skaters on the ice. They bring out Purdue along with Bloomquist, Line and Tapany. Seconds to go in the man advantage for Minneapolis. Bloomquist doing his best to create a loose puck and take it away. It gets away from him. Line unable to collect it either. Tapany gets it to Purdue. Purdue not able to skate it through, but they are able to kill the remaining penalty time. Tapany sends it towards Roysum, who joins as Omega gets to full strength. Roysum gains the zone. Tries to get it up towards the blue line. Sends it down. Purdue sends it up towards the blue line, but there's a Minneapolis skater there. He takes it away, goes the other way. And now it's coming in past the goal. Line sends it up to Purdue. Purdue sends it down into the Minneapolis zone where Minneapolis collects it. Two and a half minutes to go, and we're going to have to start to think about pulling Noble. Minneapolis is going to the box. Opats is going to the box as well. I did not see what happened. Looks like offsetting penalties. 5-on-5 hockey will continue. Maybe not. Let's see. Oh, just some confusion over who's supposed to be on the ice. Now, Omega has pulled the goaltender with 2:19 to go. Some confusion on the clock. Now Bloomquist replaces Getz. The official goes and talks to the clock operator. Right now they have a 60-second penalty on the scoreboard for Minneapolis and no penalty on the board for Omega. It should be either the same or there should be no penalties on the board when they offset. So while they work that out, we'll take a look at who's on the ice for an upcoming... Actually, Minneapolis has 4 skaters on the ice. But each team has 1 in the box. Not sure what is happening. Now the Minneapolis bench wants an explanation. I can't tell you. Oh, now they're taking another Minneapolis skater. So we do get a power play. This is going to be a 6-on-4 opportunity for Omega with the goaltender pulled with Durkheising, Klausner, Purdue, Tapany lined, and Bloomquist. Lined, skates it in, down to the far corner. Line centers, shot, saved by Minneapolis. Now Klausner tries to shoot, but that goes wide. It was deflected. Purdue holds the zone. He makes a move. He shoots. It hits the Minneapolis skater in the shin. He goes down. Now centered. Bloomquist with a shot. Bloomquist with another shot. Multiple saves by Minneapolis. Now it goes back up to the point. Tapany lost his footing, but is able to hold the zone. Durkheising skating in circles in the corner. He needs to move the puck. Now he gets it to center. Purdue, yeah! Power play goal for Omega. I believe it was Bloomquist that got it. With a helper from Purdue. 1:29 to go, and we have a 1-goal game. It is 2-1. Gardner takes the draw for Omega. Noble summoned to the bench. We're going to have the extra attacker in 6-on-5 hockey. 1:15 to go. Now Minneapolis shoots for the empty net. That's going to be icing. That's going back for an ozone draw. They missed the empty net.
That was not a power play.
I thought it was.
I thought it was maybe just right after.
1:10 to go. Omega wins the draw. They have the extra attacker. Papany shoots. It's loose. And gloved by the goaltender. He got the shot, a low shot that was deflected up into the air, and the goaltender got his glove on it. 1:01 to go. Royson wins the draw. That's what he does. Tapney shoots. It deflects down to the corner. Not ideal. Klausner's there. Holds it in. Gets it deep. Purdue takes it. Oh, and he lost it up, and he's able to hold it up against the boards. Klausner fighting for it as well. Minneapolis is able to clear it out to neutral ice. Tapney moves it up to Royson. We got 32 seconds to go. Klausner sends it out of the reach of Bloomquist down to the corner. Now Purdue takes it. He's trying to get the wraparound. Now it's loose. It's under the bat. It's still loose. They blow it dead. Puck throws it with 19.6 seconds to go. No. Timeout called. If that's a Minneapolis timeout, they just did us a big favor. I think Minneapolis just took their one and only timeout, and that gives us a chance to rest our players that we want on the ice in this situation. They had been on the ice for an extended shift, and now they get to rest for the final 19 seconds. Can we find a way to solve the goaltender one more time and get this thing to overtime? Here they come. Purdue, Royson, Bloomquist, line, Klausner, and Tapany. .6 to go. 6-on-5 hockey. Roysum wins the draw to Purdue. Purdue try to get it towards the blue line. Now Roysum gets it to Tapany. Tapany chips it in. Blue goes for the shot. Oh my God! Purdue goes wide. 3, 2, 1, and that's the game. And for the first time in at least a decade, a non-Omega, non-Wayzata team is the District 3 champion. Minneapolis wins by a score of 2-1. And Omega White will finish in second place. Final shots, 19 apiece. The boys will be sad, they'll be frustrated, but we are very, very proud of how they battled through adversity this season. And the opportunity to play in a district championship game is something they won't forget. Thank you everybody for joining our streams this season. Hopefully you enjoyed them. Now the boys go over to get their second place medals. Keep it on here for those that want to watch. Brennan Tapney go out to receive the second place trophy for Omega. Now Minneapolis will receive their medals and their trophy. And with that, we will sign off. Have a good night, everybody.